Well, yesterday I made some phone calls, and me moving to Arkansas was going to cost me $500 right off the bat because that's what the state wanted. They wanted 250 for the DNA test, and they wanted 250 for the registration, the initial registration. And I don't know if there was going to be an annual fee or not. I don't think there was, but either way, they wanted $500 right off the bat. And then where I bought my land, that sheriff didn't want me there. Basically, she basically priced me out of the market. She said she wasn't going to sign the paperwork unless I had a fully functional cabin on my place, which included a well and probably a septic system. And anyway, that's what she wanted on my property. She didn't want me to live there any other way. Little Rock had said, well, yeah, we got homeless people living in tents down here, no big deal. So it wasn't just, and that was the issue in and of itself. Um, it wasn't that I don't know how to explain it. It just mattered she wouldn't sign the paperwork so that I would be legal. So because she wouldn't process the paperwork for me to be legal, then obviously I can't live there because I'm not going to try to be illegal. And obviously if I am going to try to be illegal, I'm not going to tell her I'm there. So it's not practical. It's it's just not even in the scheme of things. So I said, okay. So I regrouped, and I said, well, I'll just move to Little Rock and reestablish myself in Little Rock and go from there. Well, then I got to talking to some people, um, and I got to looking at Missouri. So I called the sheriff, a sheriff in one of the counties up in Missouri, and she said, "Oh no, it don't cost anything to come here. Just make sure you register and make sure you're in the right county." And so I started looking at land up there, and there's some cheap land up there. So I am going to put my land on the market. My land's for sale. I paid like $6,800 for it. It's 4 acres, and it is like I said, it's for sale. I will take $5,000 for it. I got clear title on it. It's a quick claim title. I got a survey on it that was done on it. I got a survey report done on it. And I got a video on YouTube where I did a walk around on it. Um, it's fairly flat at the road. It goes back about 200 feet and it drops off into a fairly steep hill. It's not a cliff. It's not a bluff. It's a fairly steep hill. You can walk down it. It's got a lot of rocks. Got trees. No natural occurring water sources. It has got an address. It does have a physical address. And that's the thing about Missouri, that woman said all you have to have is a physical address. Well, if that's the case, if she didn't question how I was going to live there, then I can live in Missouri. I can get that physical address for her. That's not a big issue. It's all the other stuff that this woman in Arkansas was wanting. And if you don't have if you don't have sex offender registration in your life, then this is a good piece of property for you. It's like 7 miles. It's 15 miles from Walmart. It's like 7 miles of dirt road. It's fairly isolated. It does have electric at the road. There's either cable or telephone at the road. Um, it's in a good location. It's close to the Strawberry River. It's close to the Spring River. Um, it's a nice location. So if you're interested in buying some land, I got some land for you. It's 5 acres, and what I'll do is in the description of the video, I'll link that other video where I walked around on it. And now I did mention in that video about concerns about HOA, and uh, those concerns are basically dead. I've never gotten any comments, any kind of bylaws or anything from anybody. Nobody's ever written me back, and nobody's ever sent me anything. I've never received any kind of notification from anybody. Taxes are cheap. Of course they will go up. if you put a cabin on it, obviously. But right now, as it sits, naked land. As naked land. It's less than $25 a year for taxes. So it's a good spot, and if you're interested, it's for sale.